And they're off here at York. Stiff Secretary gets a magnificent start. Round Suspicion right up there with the leader. Bushy Jewel in the early stages. Then as the race moves on, it's Stiff Secretary in first position, maintaining the lead after a great start, followed by Twist of Skirt. Then Singing Stretch in fourth place is Smooth Star, Vague Rain in fifth spot. Closely followed by Brass Nurse and Free Virtue and Faraway Freeze from the outside. Next it's Gothic Dust. Travelling underneath horses is Speed Shuffle. Ultimate Mount alongside Unit, followed by Bushy Jewel, closely followed by Poison Pirate. Dynamic Domino at the back. With a mile to run, it's Stiff Secretary. It's still in the lead. Twist of Skirt in second position. In third spot is Singing Stretch. Next it's Round Suspicion. Direction close behind Vague Brain. Celestial Diva close up with Brass Nurse. Then Speed Shuffle and Faraway Freeze. Free Virtue in 12th place. In 13th spot is Unit, then Gothic Dust, closely followed by Dynamic Domino and Poison Pirate in 17th spot. From Ultimate Mount, Bushy Jewel in last place. 1100 from the judge, it's Stiff Secretary. It's still in first position. And travelling on the rails, it's Smooth Star and Singing Stretch neck and neck with Round Suspicion and Vague Rain. Free Virtue close behind Unit and Celestial Diva closing in on Brass Nurse, followed by Direction. On the inside, it's Poison Pirate. Next, it's Dynamic Domino, Gothic Dust in 16th. Faraway Freeze whips the field in. At the 700-metre mark, it's Stiff Secretary keeping the front. Smooth Star close up with Round Suspicion. Closely followed by Singing Stretch. Celestial Diva covering extra territory. They run for the money. Smooth Star is flying along the rails. Stiff Secretary with a blinding run from the inside. Metres from the line, and it's Unit going hammer and tongs with Stiff Secretary. With 250 metres to go, it's Unit head and head with Singing Sketch. At the 150, it's Stiff Secretary challenging Unit 100 out, and it's Singing Sketch stride for stride with Unit. Unit gets the money. That'll certainly make headlines today. Stiff Secretary in second place. Singing Sketch gets the third place. It's race on here at York. A great start for Bantam's Candy. Certain Eclipse right behind him. Favourite slow. Bad news for punters early. The race continues with Bantam's Candy leading, going well after that fantastic start. And Certain Eclipse, followed by New Flower, then Lady Luck. Next it's Wounded War, and in 8th spot is Colour Me Crescent. Continuing round the track, it's Divine Dream, disputing with Bantam's Candy. Next it's Risky Blast. In 11th position is Party Plum. Experience next on the rails. Fertile Jingle making good progress behind Wet Thrust. Followed by Wild Wizard. Pounding down the course, it's Lady Luck up there with Divine Dream and Outrageous Servant. Neck and neck with Deep Disgust. Mount in 18th spot. Feeble Hamster scraping the paint off the rails. Then as the race moves on, it's Divine Dream in the lead, just ahead of Lady Luck and Ordinary Trick in 21st place. From Fixed Feather and Rocket Style, Fight trailing. Still going, it's Divine Dream just in front of Lady Luck. Then Bantam's Candy, New Flower, next on the rails. Closely followed by Certain Eclipse, Risky Blast close behind Wounded War. And Deep Disgust, Outrageous Servant alongside Party Plum. Then Colour Me Crescent, and in 14th place is Wet Thrust. Fertile Jingle in 15th. Closely followed by Wild Wizard. Feeble Hamster making good progress behind Mount. Next it's Fixed Feather and Rocket Style travelling on the fence. Followed by Ordinary Trick. Fight remains at the back. At the 1200 metre mark, it's Burst of Brom pressing Divine Dream and Lady Luck closing in on Bantam's Candy. At the 1100 metre marker, it's Divine Dream pressuring Burst of Brom. Next, it's New Flower, Wounded War in 6th position. Closely followed by Certain Eclipse, followed by Risky Blast, and in 9th position is Deep Disgust and Party Plum in 11th. From Experience and Outrageous Servant neck and neck with Wet Thrust and Fertile Jingle. Then Wild Wizard in 17th spot is Ordinary Trick. Mount in 18th position, closely followed by Colour Me Crescent. About to run for the judge, it's Wounded War piloting the field. They're gearing up for the finish. Fertile Jingle with a tremendous inside run. Coming up towards the line, it's Wounded War, sprinting hard in front of Fixed Feather. As they begin to sprint towards the line, it's Wounded War, looking to make it from Ordinary Trick. At the 200, it's Wounded War, heads up and down with Ordinary Trick. With 100 metres to go, it's Ordinary Trick putting up a challenge to Wounded War. Wounded War has scored in easy fashion. That was a great performance. Ordinary Trick in second. Third at the line, Party Plum.